So, name is John Victoria. I'm the owner of Polianna. We are a digital marketing company focusing on home service contractors. So we build websites, we rank them on Google, we do paid ads, anything really to get them more jobs, to get the phones ringing. That's all the business.
Awesome. So, how long have you been doing that? When's your business was formed?
So we founded it in 2016, so we're closing in on around 7 years.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what would be the best advice you would give for a new entrepreneur who's looking to start an e-commerce business or any type of business?
Sure, so for me, my background, I was actually in the military prior to this and really didn't have a business background. And so my best advice was that early on I had a lot of great mentors, a lot of local resources as well, including the chamber, that really helped me to get the technical assistance to grow my business. And so big thing is, it's not trying to reinvent the wheel, it's finding people who've already walked the path that you want to walk, and then being mentored by them, whether that's free or whether that's even paid in the past.
So you mentioned you met them at the Chamber of Commerce with like this one, but what other avenues did you meet them at?
Sure, so I did BNI, Business Networking International, I did the other chambers of commerce, ACE Next Gen, I'm on the board for that. It's a entrepreneurship group focused on millennial Asian entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And so it's groups like that where you get to learn, you find people just like you, and you learn like, oh wow, people have done this, I can also grow my business just like them.
Okay. Do you feel like those people are more welcoming? Like if you want to ask them questions, or are they like, I want to keep my secret sauce?
I think it depends on the group, and so I think when I first started, I was very young when I started my business. I couldn't even drink at the time,
okay.
And so I felt like going into different rooms, I didn't have anyone I could really connect with, and so being a part of ACE Next Gen was amazing because it's people who, they were supposed to, for their parents, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer, and it's like going against the grain, and I was like, oh, I relate with you, and because we related in that way, people were so much more open. And I think it's that secret sharing of oh, here's my experience, here's what I did, that really helped me out early on.
Awesome. So let me ask you, what was the best piece of advice you got in the years that you've been doing this on your journey to success?
Sure, so the first few years I thought I could do it all myself. It was an online business, it was very low overhead, I was like, let me just do it myself. But then a good mentor of mine, she's actually here, Bing Brannigan, she shared with me, alone you go faster, together you go farther. And so I think she was saying to me, John, you need to build a team. You can't just do it all yourself and have the weight on your shoulders. And so it was only when that happened, when my business started to grow, because I only have 40 hours every single week, supposedly.
Right.
And so having team members who are aligned with the vision, that's really what took our business to the next level. And so I'd say starting after that, every year we had doubled. And so it was the team, right? It was it wasn't dependent on me anymore.
Okay. So what motivates you in your position?
What motivates me? I'd say one of the key things that motivates me is that now that I have a team, it's actually seeing them accomplish their goals. And so some of the people we started off with, they wanted to buy a house, or they wanted to buy a car, or they want to do these different financial goals. And 3-4 years later, now they're like, oh, I'm buying a house now, I'm moving in. And that's very exciting to me because it's not just, oh, we're doing work, but we're actually impacting people's lives. And then on the client side, one of our very happy clients, they started out at $1 million the first year we started in 2018. 2022, they grew to actually a $15 million a year business. And so seeing the companies grow, that's really what I love.
What accomplishment, based on that, you have a lot of many accomplishments, but which one stands out that makes you the most proud?
That's a really good question. What is the one that makes me the most proud?
Yeah.
I'd say, I think it's really a stat, right? Most businesses fail with I think 80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. The fact that we're still going, the fact that we're still rolling, have the team, and we're really helping the community, for me that's the biggest thing because we could have been a statistic. Most businesses don't succeed out of 5 years. So I'm just proud that we're continuing to go, and continuing to grow.
Well, again, John, I know you mentioned earlier you're part of this Chamber of Commerce, you're part of others. So if I was new and I wanted to join a Chamber of Commerce, why should I join a Chamber of Commerce? What benefits me? Because nowadays it's all about what's in it for me, right?
Yeah, what's in it for me?
Yeah.
So I look for a few things. First it's really the network of the people. And so do you resonate with the people there? Do you have can you build friends there? Are people open and willing to share? Because if everyone's there, if everyone thinks the same way, like what's in it for me, then it's not like a reciprocal, like you can't really build a relationship. And so it's the people, and I think it's having an attitude of generosity, like looking to give more versus, I think you want to look to give more than what you're looking to get. So that's the first thing. Second thing would be technical assistance. And so if you can learn about, financing, you can learn about marketing, you can learn about sales. At least for me, I didn't grow up learning a lot of these things, and so getting access to a network of people who can do it, I think that's huge. Then lastly, like business opportunities. Like if you're looking to grow your business and network, find referral partners, like I think that's really key. And so are those people in the organizations that you're looking to be a part of?
Well, John, I appreciate it. Is there anything that you wanted to share that maybe I didn't ask?
Let me think.
Anything for the audience out there? Like some advice?
I'd say that just the fact of wanting to start a business already puts you in the minority, right? Most people are not willing to make that risk, take the leap. And so just by the fact of you doing that, I think people should pat themselves on the back. But it doesn't stop there, right? It's really the scaling of the business that's the most difficult. And so finding the resources, finding the people, that's really key. Because you can start, it takes one person to start, but to really go the distance, you need a team.